Thank you, President, and you're also welcome back, President Draghi, to our committee. The first question is, I have two questions. My first question, can you give some clarity on ABS and its usefulness to banks, which, as you rightly say, represent 80% of all lending across the system, also into those banks that have come through stress tests and have proven to be well capitalised? And the sort of fundamental question I ask is, can mezzanine finance, as you say, include tracker mortgages on that specific issue of tracker mortgages? Because you did refer earlier to mortgages. So can tracker mortgages be concluded as part of mezzanine finance? Secondly, since our last meeting, since our last meeting in Strasbourg, you have probably seen a decision of the Irish Parliament to have a public inquiry into the events surrounding the bank guarantee and the financial collapse in Ireland that date back some years. And obviously the inquiry will call witnesses, politicians, regulators, the banks, and also the ECB. How will the ECB play any meaningful role in such a public inquiry in a circumstance where your predecessor, Mr. Trichet, has refused to attend the inquiry and refused to give evidence to this inquiry, which has been established and will shortly be established by the Irish Parliament? And could he set out his views on that, given the fact that Mr. Trichet was a public official at the time and the enormous €64 billion worth of debt that was ascribed to the Irish taxpayer as a result of the bank guarantee? And what will the ECB do in terms of facilitating that inquiry when it takes place? Thank you, President.
Thank you. On the first question, I don't know whether we include tracker mortgages. Frankly, I will provide you with an answer. It does, certainly the ABS we are going to purchase do include residential mortgage-based securities. And here the issue is, are we going to feed into a residential bubble doing so? The answer is no, not necessarily, because the freeing up of space, making room in the bank's balance sheets because we buy these residential RMBS, doesn't mean that the banks will immediately fill their balance sheet exactly with the same loans and the same lending to the residential sector. So it doesn't follow necessarily that they will do so and we will do so. On the second point, I must say I have no answer at this point in time. We'll certainly reflect on it, and we'll have to discuss this in the ECB Governing Council. We haven't discussed this yet.
Yes, just on the specific, what is your view as to the stated position of Mr. Trichet that he intends not to appear before that inquiry as a public official who was central in the decision-making process at the time? What's your view on that, may I ask?
It's not my view that matters. It's the ECB Governing Council view of this, and haven't discussed really this issue yet. So I will be better equipped to answer this question perhaps at the next meeting. Thank you.